Welcome back, everybody, to the 1987 Supermod. I'm your host, Brad Drake, and this is my AWA save. We are beginning our fresh tour. Well, it's actually a continuation of our previous tour, but in a fresh year. It is 1988, and we're here in Omaha, Nebraska. We've already selected our venue, which is going to be the Omaha Civic Center. And, of course, I must have made some mistake here and set the ticket prices cheap or something. That we could have fit up to 37, almost 38,000 fans for tonight. So I'm going to have to double check that when this is over to see if I messed up when I was doing the tours and if I set ticket prices low. That's what happens when ticket prices are low. So our venue is booked. Let's take a look at our backstage incidents here. Looks like it is some protege work between Mike Bloom and, oh no, Tommy Jammer got himself in some trouble with Nick Bockwinkel. And Nick Bockwinkel said, Tommy Jammer, I've had enough of your shit. You will pitch in like everybody else. Better yet, you're going to pay the full cost of that rental car now. All right, hopefully. Looks right here, that small positive impact. Tommy Jammer's going to get straightened out here, and hopefully he won't make this mistake again. Otherwise, I don't think Bockwinkel's going to be so nice the next time. Okay, our missing persons is the usuals. Kevin Kelly's out injured. Buddy Rose obviously is no longer with us. He's with the WWF. And Mr. Saito is working for New Japan. No big deal. I don't think Mr. Saito was on the card. He was with Zbyszko. So we'll have to make a change there. We'll deal with it when we get there. So, speaking of cards, let's go ahead and run down the card for tonight. In our opener here in Omaha, Penny Mitchell is going to face Vivian Vachon. Kiniski and Rich are going to battle the Texas Hangmen. Ali Khan, the Afghan communist, is going to face Russ Francis. Dukes and Jammer are going to battle the Midnight Express. Steve Regal is going to challenge Nelson Royal for the World Light Heavyweight title. Colonel DeBeers is going to meet Jimmy Snuka. And Larry Zbyszko and a partner to be named later will face Bockwinkel and Stevens in the semi-main. And our main event for tonight is going to be the Iron Sheik versus Sergeant Slaughter. Let's get to booking. All right, Mitchell and Vachon in the opener. 10 minutes. And we'll be sure to double check to see who's getting ahead in these matches. Let's check out Penny Mitchell here, match history. Ooh, we got to go back to 87 here. And Vivian Vachon got the win the last time, so Penny Mitchell is going to get the win here. And that one is booked. Next, we got Kiniski and Rich against the Texas Hangmen. It'll be a 12-minute bout, 2 versus 2. We can pick on our teams. We can auto name. Bam. That made life a whole lot easier. And we got to go back to 87 again. Kiniski and Rich won the last time, so the Texas Hangmen are going to go over this time. And they're going to do it by manager interference. So that dastardly evil Don Carson is going to help his team get the win here. All right, Ali Khan and Russ Francis. Judging by the fact that we have 2 heel wins in a row, I'm imagining Russ Francis is due for a win here. But we'll double check. Ali Khan, of course, is managed by Sheik Adnan al-Kaissey. And I just got it in today. I just got in Adnan al-Kaissey's book. So I'm interested in reading it. And I was correct there. Russ Francis is due for a win. Adnan al-Kaissey had a very interesting life. He's still with us. I think he's 82 or 83 years old now. And he lives in Hawaii. And he has a very interesting story growing up in Iraq and being close with Iraqi dictator Saddam Hussein. So apparently that's talked about quite a bit in the book. And I'm looking forward to reading it. All right, next we have Dukes and Jammer against the Midnight Express. And I think it's Tommy Jammer is dealing with an injury here. So that'll hurt the score. But he'll live. 14-minute bout. We can auto-name it. And the Dennis Condrey is going to get the win for his team. Next, Steve Regal versus Nelson Royal. And we are going to have Steve Regal go over by DQ. So the evil Nelson Royal will escape with his title, but not the moral victory. Steve Regal is going to get the moral victory here. And there it is by DQ. All set. That match is buttoned up. Moving right along, Colonel DeBeers and Jimmy Snuka. And let's change things up here. Let's have Colonel DeBeers tag with Larry Zbyszko. And why don't we put Sheik Adnan al-Kaissey since he's already on the show against Snuka? Yeah, that'll do it. The Sheik can still go. This would be no problem for him. And we're going to give Jimmy Snuka the win here. And next, 18 minutes. It's going to be DeBeers and Zbyszko versus Bockwinkel and Stevens. There's Colonel DeBeers. There is Larry Zbyszko. There's Bockwinkel and Stevens. And I'm pretty certain that Bockwinkel and Stevens got the last win. They did not. So there we go. There's our out. We're going to have Ray Stevens get the win. And we're going to have Colonel DeBeers take the loss. All right, so there's 18 minutes. And of course, our big main event here is the Iron Sheik versus Sergeant Slaughter. It's got two Sheiks on one card. Dangerous, but necessary. And we're going to have them go 30. And this one has been all over the place in scores. So I'm curious to see how it goes here in Omaha. So there we go. And we have an epic. And I got to double check who's due to win, but I think the Iron Sheik is due to win. Nope, the Iron Sheik got the win the last time. So Sergeant Slaughter is going to get the win here. All right, we're all set here. Somebody's doing a little too much work, so let's take a look. Jimmy Mitchell's got too much on his plate. We're ready to start the show here. Let's see how we do, everybody. All right, 46 overall for the two ladies. Respectable score. 51 for Kiniski and Rich in the Texas Hangmen. And it looks like got a lot of bonus here. But then, of course, we get hit with our usual psychology, inexperience, inconsistency. You know the drill. Ooh, Ali Khan and Russ Francis get a 40. And Russ Francis gets the win. All right, Midnight Express and and Dukes and Jammer, 66, overall. Our usual takeaways, I'm sure, and they are because of Dukes and Jammer, but quite a bit of bonus for the Midnight Express. Are the Midnight Express poised to make another run at the tag title? We'll have to see, everybody. 71 overall for Regal versus Royal. And usual penalties on Nelson Royal, but besides that, very good match. I think we're going to have to bump it up and put these two in a technical masterclass since they both possess the skills and see how it works out. All right, al-Kaissey and Snuka gets an 83. Very nice. Look at that. al-Kaissey with an 81. The guy's still got it. Nice score. Real nice score. I just skipped over it, but or moved on, but I'm going to have to reconsider having Jimmy Snuka in the promotion because he's at the point now where he's not happy, and I don't really feel like throwing a whole lot of money at him to change his mindset. And maybe it is time that he moves on. I think at this point by 1988 he had moved on anyway, so we're gonna look into it and think about it. There's some options out there with unsigned wrestlers. Scott Steiner's out there, of course, and looks like Paul Orndorff's going to be out there. So we have some things to consider. So here we are with DeBeers and Zbyszko versus Bockwinkel and Stevens. We get an 85. Great score overall for these four in the ring. There's no need to look at the dirt sheet. Just a very, very good score overall. And our main event. Now these two got us a 72 in another area like a week ago. And they just put together a 90. So what does this tell you, everybody? This TEW game is crazy. 90 overall in the main event. Excellent, excellent score. Let's see if any of them are showing their age yet. They are not. Excellent score. I am very pleased. Great main event. Well done, Sergeant Slaughter and Iron Sheik. And they're both going to get pointed out here. Praising both of them for a great performance. And then we're also going to point out Steve Regal. Steve Regal's doing a good job for us. He's going to be complimented on a good performance. All right, so Slaughter's pleased, Sheiky's pleased, and Regal is pleased. All right, we can scratch this one off. And tomorrow in the game, we are going to be in Denver, Colorado. Excellent. Masa Saito is joining the Apocalypse, a stable in New Japan. Have I ever told you how I can't stand stables? They have their purpose, but there's just... Nowadays, like AEW, the whole show is stables. And it's ridiculous. And even in the 90s and 80s with New Japan with all their stables, it got to be pretty ridiculous. All right, All-Star Wrestling got us a 1.09 TV rating. Very nice. Colonel DeBeers is showing that he's tired. Let's take a look down the game world here. Gilles Desfossés has won the Stampede North American Heavyweight title. He was a very good wrestler. Good for him that he has taken that title. Vader with a babyface turn here in New Japan. Wow. Wasn't expecting that. Oh, Vader's out and Saito's in. That's what's going on in this world of stables. All right, WWF live event. Rude and Race in the main event again. Solid score. 99 overall. Well done. Good for them. New Japan. New Year Dash Tour. Masa Saito is still the heavyweight champion. Good for him over Johnny Smith. Excellent. Man, what a roster. Stacked. Just stacked. Good for them. World Class ran TV. John Eric and the Grappler in the main. I learned recently that the Grappler wasn't even in World Class as of May 87. So for those of you when version 8.0 comes out, that will be fixed. And I think that's going to do it for us here, folks. At the beginning of the show, I know there was something I said I was going to look into or do, but frankly, I don't remember at this point. So I'm going to have to do it off screen once I remember what it was. So thanks everybody for tuning in today. We'll be back in action again tomorrow. Hit that subscribe button, then hit the like button, and then hit the share button. Tell your friends about us. Tell your friends' friends about us. Tell their friends about us. Help this thing continue to keep growing. Also, go to facebook.com/groups/1987supermod. That's facebook.com/groups/1987supermod. And join us and talk about the supermod. Lastly, if you would like version 7.0, go to braddrake.net, drop me a line, and I'll be more than happy to send you a link to the database and the picture pack. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.